Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Kenshi. Still kind of loading up a little bit, but we should be okay. Yeah, we'll be loaded up shortly. Ruka is still having to carry Mew because Mew is unconscious. We made it to this little swamp village. Yeah, I was thinking it was the upper left town. So this is the last stop before we head back. We may stop at Squin on our way to the hub, just so we can top up supplies. We may even stop at this way station. Go here and here instead of up through this area. Because technically I think this is the... what's it called? Does it say here? The border zone or something like that is this area here, and so we'll be running up to the way station to Squin, to the hub, and we'll meet up with Zarks. We'll give him all these building supplies that we're carrying around, and it'll be wonderful. We were able to scavenge up some armor for Dr. Chung, so he's pretty well equipped now for what we need him for to be as, and Zarks is out of food. So I need to run back and get him something to eat. Hammett, if you give Ruka one of your delicious meats, don't take it the wrong way. And he's got... yeah, Matt has 3 still. Hammett has 2. Ruka has 2. Why'd the inventory go away? Koth has 2. Dr. Chung has 4 dried rice. Rice bowls, I mean. So... he should be okay. We were able to pick up 1 research artifact from the old library, so that was a bonus. And I think we sold everything to this guy because we killed the red sabers. I'm not trying to recap. I'm trying to catch myself up on what we did last time because I feel like it's been ages ago. Yeah, these guys are actually unconscious. That guy's dying. She's dying. He's in a recovery coma. So we may work on our field medic. We'll come out here, patch them up, even though they're going to be immediately murdered. See, this guy was dying. First aid him. They're going to be immediately murdered once they get up. But it'll still help our... I don't think Hammett had anything to do. It'll still help our relations with the guys. So I think that'll be okay. Yeah, these guards here will kill them as soon as they get up, but we won't worry about that too much. I'm not sure why the loading is taking so long. Yeah, I didn't close out all of the stuff I was doing on my computer, so I do have some applications open, but they're all minimized. I was hoping that would be enough to reduce the CPU usage, but it clearly isn't. Should be fine, though. I don't have a terrible computer. It just doesn't always want to run the way I want it to. I think Dr. Chung is the slowest because he is pretty wounded. So we'll have him lead the way. And we'll get everybody sent up to where they need to be. Hammett, you're done patching? I'm pretty sure there was another dude over here that we had almost murdered. It's so dark, though. It's difficult to tell where he is. We made a lot of money, though. From selling their stuff, so that was pretty beneficial. It was almost like, I think it was close to 10,000 caps. I know it was over 5,000, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's head up to this way station, and then we'll have everybody else, and Mew, follow him. Yeah, Ruka can easily carry Mew and keep up the pace. Matt looks like he's a little bit slow. His stomach, chest, and head are a little bit wounded. His left leg nearly came off. Well, I think it has to be negative 100 to do that, but he's pretty wounded in the leg there. But we should be safe to travel for a little while, so let's go check on Zarks. It's probably going to take a minute to load this up. Yeah, he's actually not even practicing his picking anymore, which might be because he's up to level 20. Thievery, lockpicking, 18 still. That's okay. I'm not too worried. It's going to take ages to get him up to level 20, though. Sorry for the frames, folks. We're getting there. This game is pretty intense. Man, I'm excited for the sequel, too. I'm pretty sure Kenshi 2 is in the works. So it's going to be incredible when that comes out. Okay, I'll tell Zarks to go over there, but then we're going to head back to the other crew. I know it has to load again, but they're the ones that are going to end up in danger if anything does happen. So I need to keep an eye on them to keep everybody alive. It's been a decent run. Dr. Chung is up to toughness 5, and he wasn't even with us until pretty late in the adventure through the swamps, so that's good. And we're pretty glad to have him too. He's a good scientist, so once we do start researching things, he and Zarks can pick that up together. As much as I appreciate his field medic abilities, we might keep him around the base. I don't know yet. I haven't really decided. Since he is such a great field medic, we might have him on the adventures, but I know Mew will stay at the base for the most part once we get fields and stuff up, unless I need her to do some mining expeditions. And then Zarks, of course, is our primary builder, so he will rarely be out adventuring with us. He'll mostly be building. And then, yeah, if he's building and Mew is laboring, Dr. Chung will most likely be researching. Then everybody else who's at leave, Koth, Ruka, and Hammett, and Matt, will all be adventuring together. And that makes sense anyways, because they're the warriors, right? Koth is pretty good at sneaking around and stealing things, and then if he needs some bodyguards to watch his back through the swamps or anywhere else we adventure, the other three are perfectly suited for that. I need to study about food production also because, yeah, we're going to need that pretty soon. Our squads are getting to the point that even traveling from city to city, I'm having a difficult time keeping up on their food supplies. So that's something I'll definitely have to look into a little closer, and in the very near future. I know we can kill animals to get their meats, but I don't know how to dry the meats. I assume that would be on a campfire, something similar. And that's something I believe we could even do on foot. Like if I go here, we go into camping, camp bed, campfire, anywhere in the wild, so we could just plop this down, and then so far as I understand, we could sit around the campfire and cook foods and stuff like that. But I don't know for sure, and I feel like if we were doing this at our base, we would have a little bit easier time of things. So we're about to be completely out of food in our little crew too, so this way station is probably going to wind up saving our lives. Okay, I didn't see any bandit camps or anything on their way, so I decided to come back over here to where Zarks is. He'll probably eat one item immediately. It looks like the rice is about the best value for the food that we get. That's $3.50. That's $4.03, really? The bread is cheaper and has higher new. But $1.70, yeah, the rice is the best value. We could get him some sake, so he could get so drunk. That's not what we need right now, Zarks. Advanced Outpost Blueprints, that sounds pretty awesome. But 15,000 value. We'll go for the building materials. Yeah. We'll buy all of those that we can. I feel like we can fit at least one more in here if we do this right. And then what if we could move something else around? I don't think we can, though. No. We'll have to settle for this for now. And then since you already have the food that you need, go ahead and come over here and build. And we'll head back to the group. Yeah, we do have a pretty big group of hungry bandits over here. That's a huge group of them, actually. What is that, like 15? About 14. I was close. Yeah, so we're kind of sneaking, but it's not really working out for us here. Once it becomes daytime, we're going to be in a really bad way. It looks like they're coming right for us. I'd love to be able to take them on, but since we're already injured, I think it would be a tough time. They've got 3 times our numbers with Mew out. Is she alive yet? No, she's at -2, so she's very close. Okay. Okay, so Zark's already... Oh, yeah, we'll get this dried meats. These are worth 300. That's kind of a lot. I think we'll hold off on that for right now. But there were 2 more building supplies, and we only need 2 more to complete this building. So this is wonderful news. We get those placed in there. And we're very close to the way station as well. Yeah, building station house, construction complete. Wonderful. Let's pop in here and see what these folk are up to. Where is the bartender then? It's gotta be one of these guys, right? Maybe this scorched earther. What are they called? I can never remember. Okay, we're taking all of their delicious meats here. We've got map to World's End. Location already known. Okay, so the World's End map we don't have, so let's buy that. I guess we could just wander around until we find this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I'm not going to think about it too much. Got heavy bolts here too. Damage 1 times, so I don't think it matters. Grog, delicious. I don't think there's anything else that we need, and I don't think there's anything that we can sell either. Or I mean that we want to sell. Maybe this barrel of whatever this is. Fuel, I think it was. It's only worth 180 anyway, so it's not really worth selling, if I'm honest. Okay, we still... Oh, this standard grade armored rag skirt, I don't think anybody needs. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they don't. Yep, they're all good. I need to trade this off to somebody else. He doesn't need light pants, he needs heavy armor. Yeah, so I might actually swap these with Hammett here. No room for that item. Okay, give the cargo pants to Koth then. And then take those pants. That'll be fine. We'll give these cargo pants to Zark's probably, because I noticed that he doesn't quite have the armor that I would like for him to have. Let's not split those if we can help it. Can go there for now. Okay, and he doesn't even have rice or anything else, so this wasn't huge as far as us getting food. I would like to kind of look around and see if there are people here for hire that want to join us or whatever, but I don't really want more people, because if we're already having struggles with food, it's going to be difficult for us to take anybody else on. If you want to be a part of the crew, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you have a specific type of character that you want to play. Here's a skeleton, but he's a guard or something. Tech hunter, it looks like. So they're very cool. I did originally want to play as a skeleton, but we'll do that in another playthrough sometime, maybe in the next stage or something. So here's a cooking stove. That's pretty cool. I'd love to know how to make one of those. But yeah, we've got the Shek, we've got the Scorch Landers or something they're called. Greenlanders are the light-skinned folk. And then I'm pretty sure that these guys are mercenaries. Then of course we have Zark's is a hive character. They seem to be pretty rare though. Apparently the lore is that it's difficult for the hive to break away from their hive, yeah, which makes sense. They're like almost like insects, right? They want to do stuff for the queen or whatever. Okay, so how much are these? 113, and they want 345 for these. That's more expensive than the place that only had one. Basic furniture, advanced outpost. This is still worth 15,000. So stool bench, sitting box, sitting pillow, metal table, small table. I don't care about this, to be honest. I prefer workstations, not like decorative furniture. I know we'll need furniture, but I do prefer workstations. I almost right-clicked that, and I think that would have sold it. So let's read. Yeah, one location added to the map. We'll take a peek. I think World's End is up here somewhere. But I could be wrong. I was thinking it was at the end of a river. Oh no. It's a big town. There's some super secret weapons crafter weapons and armor crafter that lives at the end of a river too, but I can't remember where that is. I saw it in a playthrough ages ago. But yeah. Okay, so that's all we needed from these folks. So, Dr. Chun. Is Matt? Oh, Matt's outside. Okay, so we'll try to make sure just about everybody has at least 2 foods. Okay, so now we're headed to Squint. I think that's correct. Go ahead and start that direction. Okay, one thing is for sure, this tree here is really annoying, and I don't like it. It's right at the door. I don't know if it'll eventually disappear once it fully loads or something. I don't know. But there is a lamppost here. Let's see what else we can put in here. We've got small shack as a building. Yeah, vegetable farms we'll have to do. A well, I imagine we'll have to do. Torch post. Stone mine, stone processor we couldn't even put in here. But this research bench we'll definitely want to put in here somewhere. Oh, it's got a design to show where the little people are. So how do we rotate again? Period and comma. Oh, they can stand all around it too. That's handy. Let's see. I think it looks more interesting in this position, more or less. And we'll have it here where everybody can be around it. Boom. Confirm. And then, I guess, the best that we have right now as far as beds are just camp beds. Does it have any rating? 400% heal rate when sleeping? And I assume that we can destroy these once they're placed down, right? How would I go about that, though, I wonder? Because I can't undo something that hasn't been done yet. Dismantle. That would be the one. Doors open, unlocked. Yeah, private. Okay. And Zark doesn't have any building materials, so he can't get started on this. How much does it require? Only 3. So we're going to have a huge excess of building materials by the time we come back. I wonder if the Shinobi trader over here has a trader's backpack like he's got. Trader's wooden backpack, right? Because if he does, then we could just pile all of the building materials onto Zark's. And wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. He's the plastic surgeon. Okay, Mew is finally back to normal, which is pretty good. We're all still following Dr. Chung, though, because he is still the slowest member. Okay, here we are. Squint. Shouldn't have anything to worry about as far as bag checks or anything. And this guy won't sell to us, right, because he thinks we're thieves or whatever? I say thinks as if we're not. Yeah. So we won't be able to buy trade backpacks from him. We do still need food, though, so let's go do that. And all hers as well. That's a ton of food, so that ought to last us a pretty decent amount of time. Let's just get it distributed. Oh, we've got a fight over at the front gates, it looks like. Are they dust bandits or hungry bandits, I wonder? Hungry bandits. So they're just here to get killed, I guess. There's probably not many of them left, so it's not even worth going over there. I can't remember how many times we've been caught over here, or if they'll recognize me as a thief. So let's see. It doesn't say anything. I can't remember if the armor guy has backpacks for sale or not. Going to buy, show me what you've got. No, it doesn't appear so. It's all just, literally just armor. He's got a high-grade leather vest. I would totally steal that from him if I knew where it was. Okay, let's head back to the hub then. This is our final destination. Well, the game crashed shortly after we left Squint, but it was only about 5 minutes. The autosave was only about 5 minutes ago. Oh, nobody's following now. Everybody follow Dr. Chung, please. Is this not the guy? Where's the bartender? Yeah, so it's not much to redo. Well, I'm technically going to call this the third time is the charm, since it's crashed twice now. So this is our third attempt at getting all of this done. We'll see how it goes. Okay. The gang is all here, more or less. I'm not sure why it's not letting me... Oh, yeah, I am sure why. That's why. Dr. Chung, come on inside. Everybody else should be following him anyway. And I'll go ahead and get this arranged the way it needs to be. I don't think he has quite enough room for everything in his inventory. Mostly the meats are what concern me. But everything else should be not too terrible here. So one of the tooltips said that food inside a backpack is shared amongst the group. I'm not sure what it means exactly by that. Well, we can leave the... Well, no. We'll give the research to the doctor here. And then start moving over building supplies. Why is Mew blacked out? What is she doing? Why did she come up here to sleep? I didn't tell her she could do that. Or I didn't ask her to do that, more accurately. Okay. So yeah, 18 is the most that this backpack can weigh. We'll come over here and trade with Zarks. Okay. So we give him the trader's backpack then. I'm not sure why Mew is going to bed. She doesn't have any jobs assigned. Now Dr. Chung is going to bed? I don't know. Jobs ranged. I don't know why they're doing that. Yeah, so now he's just trying to leave again to go to bed. And Mew has too. That's odd. The game's acting a little bit weird right now. So we'll just pretend like nothing's happening. Okay, Zarks, go ahead and build on this. Everyone will just kind of hang out for a minute. I'm curious too, what does the well do? Let's see, it's farming. Well, vital source of water won't last long without it. Number of people 1 produces water, efficiency 75%. Does that matter? Does that consider where we have it laid down or something maybe? It's possible. I don't think that a farm will fit inside here either, so if we looked at, yeah, right click does, a large vegetable farm. Fertility is 93, crop yield 9%, environment arid. I was wondering about that. There was a way to get an overlay that would tell us what I want to know. Prospect. Need to go outside to do this. I think Dr. Chung is the one who's best suited for this. So Dr. Chung, you come outside. Zarks is still working on that. Should be pretty quick for him to do. And then prospect. Okay, so water to the left of us and to the right. Fertility, outside, basically. 74, water 45. Okay, so if we were to have Zarks build a well just outside here, it's 46% everywhere I go, 45, 47, 48, down in this valley here, 50 right here. It gets more the further away it is from the place, which is the opposite of what I wanted it to be. Oh, there's loads of water right down here. 60 is about the highest I can see. 47, 45. So if we wanted it to be about 50, we could build it on this spot. I mean, I was thinking ideally we would be able to see it from the wall here, and we would be able to protect it if we needed to. Let's say 46, 49. Yeah, if we could get a 50 over here. It's a little wonky looking, but I feel like that's about our best bet. Can't build too close to another town. But I own this building. So how far away do I have to be to build? Doesn't like the hills either, which is interesting to me. So I assume then that if I try to build a farm around out here, it's going to say the same thing. Crop yield 9% bothers me also. This may be a good place for an outpost and a terrible place for a village. So we might have to head south to the swamps or something to get an actual decent crop yield and stuff. What's it say though? Produces green fruit 40, so we would only get about 3 or 4 per harvest. And I don't even know what green fruits are for, if I'm honest. At 25, we would have to have large ones. Number of people 4 as well, so I don't know if Mew could handle it on her own, or if that would reduce the yield by another 25% if it only had 1 worker. I'm gonna have to look this stuff up off camera so I don't just make a completely worthless village and waste all of my materials and stuff. One thing is the stone mine and processor and stuff. Yeah, if I can't build it in this area, then it doesn't make any sense to live in the town. I was really excited about this though, and we can always in the future, when we have researched better blueprints and things like that, we can come in and put more research stuff in here, like beds, furniture, stuff like that. What else would go in here? Maybe some crafting stuff, armor smithing, weapon smithing, things like that too. I'm not sure how much of that we would be able to do here if we couldn't harvest resources near here. Storage we would definitely be able to put in, which I'm surprised I don't have access to anything like even a simple box, you know. You would think I could build one of those, but I guess I'm gonna have to go around looking for blueprints and stuff like that to research. Man, it's good times, but I feel like it's taken me a long time to get to this point, and I would have liked to be here a little bit sooner. It's okay though. Let's come back inside and get another little family photo type thing, assuming that everyone doesn't run off to go sleep for whatever unnecessary reason. We can also wait until the research bench is complete, because it is about done. And that's pretty exciting that we were able to get the house and the research bench completed today. Which means we could go ahead and research, I think, the blueprints that we have available to us right now. Which is pretty exciting. And he would have spent 3 building materials on this, so we can give him some more building materials here shortly. There we go. Yes! Okay, I assume that that's a tutorial for research. Yeah, it is. I will click on it and hopefully it works. To learn new tech, we can buy blueprints from merchants or can research new tech ourselves. That sounds awesome. To research, you must have a scientist assigned to your research bench. Select a squad member, hold and right-click on your research bench and select Use Machine. Research bench will depend on your assigned scientist science skill stat. Show research. Aha! There we go. So if we look at things like farming, we've got cooking here, cotton, rice weed, cactus. I'll bet cactus farming would do well here, since it's arid. A crop suitable for dry environments, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Wheat straw, baking. It's not edible until you bake it into bread. Good point. Industry, we've got storage boxes for ore. Farming, regular storage boxes would be fantastic to figure out. Item storage here, yeah, for general storage chests, boxes, metal chest, food store, animal feeder. Public sales, we could do a shop. Would save us a lot of running around to sell goods if we could get the customers to come to us. That's a good point. That's awesome. Okay. And then fabric manufacturer, loom, and fabric chest, huh? Okay. Defense, makeshift walls. I'm not too worried about that. Fuel generator, wind generator, indoor lighting. The wind generator would be fun. Yeah, free energy. But then... Indoor lighting, here we go. Okay, it was on the same page. Ceiling lamp, ceiling fan lamp, electrical torch post. Amazing. And so if I have Dr. Chung selected, he's the one who could research all these things? Yeah. And what about Zarks? He can. It seems like he can still research all the same things. So I would want item storage first. Yep. And then gear storage 2 hours. Okay. Select the, stat. So I want Dr. Chung to do the research. Use, I think, is the one. Operating machine, okay. Next, you'll need to select the tech to research. We did. Item storage. Any tech you want to research by left-clicking. Can queue up as many as you want. Okay, so if we did item storage, gear storage. Storage boxes. This is for stones and building materials. Ore, steel bars, iron plates, copper. These are all the things that we need stored. We could research public sales, but let's go for the farming first and then public sales. So this is the order that we'll research in. And as he improves in skill, I assume he'll upgrade his abilities. My question is, can I assign more than one person to research at a time? Can Zarks and Dr. Chung use this thing? No. And we've had people run off to go sleep now. Who was it? Mew and Ruka? Stop going to sleep. And now Dr. Chung is? Oh, it's so frustrating. Dr. Chung, use this machine. Zarks, come over here. They're having a race to go sleep. It's so weird. I've never had them do that before. It's very strange. Okay. They're all in a weird position, but this is going to have to do. Zarks, you need to face the camera here. Ruka, you can come over here. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode then. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.